Let me thank the PyDelhi team for giving me an opportunity to do my talk. First of all, let's understand what is Streamlit. Streamlit is a Python framework created to simplify web application building. It is specially created for data scientists and AI workflows. It is a shortcut way to create a web application. Let me tell you a short story of a data scientist to tell you how important Streamlit is. Once upon a time, there was a data scientist who wanted to share his cool model for transcribing image into text. He started searching in tutorials. He got complex tutorials of HTML. He was so damn angry and bored that he decided to quit data science. But suddenly he got a notification of button Streamlit documentation. He clicked that button and he found the documentation of Streamlit. And from then he was so damn happy and he created his first AI app. Now let's discuss how it runs. Streamlit apps are basically Python script which runs on each and every interaction of the app, like you press enter by typing something in widget, or you press a button. It executes the whole script from top to bottom. Now let me tell you its architecture. Streamlit has a client-server architecture in which whenever a client sends a request to cloud, and then the cloud server sends and then the React.js code of the cloud server sends the request to the backend Python code with the Python code of Streamlit. The backend Python renders that Python code and returns back the response. And then the React.js renders that response and it returns it back to the application. On each and every interaction of the app, it does this whole thing. And it gets the updated HTML UI. Now this is a drawing architecture of Streamlit. There is a client server browser which sends a request to the cloud server React.js code. The React.js code sends the request to the Python backend code executor, which renders the Streamlit code, and then the backend code says, this is the command to run a Streamlit app. Let me show the Streamlit app. Here we are importing Streamlit as ST, and here we are keeping a title of the app which is in very large and thick text. And this is the header which is slightly shorter than title text. And on each and every feature, there is a subheader of style text. This style text is my first feature in simple Streamlit app. This is more thinner than the header text. And here it writes that there is a simple text. Is the simple style text, and here it executes or renders the markdown, and here there is another feature of subheader of text box. It's written in subheader, and here it asks for user input, and it stores it in variable called user input, and this is the input prompt. And this is the default value, and here it shows that user input. And here is another subheader called button. Here whenever you click a button, it returns true and it executes the whole script from top to bottom, and it returns the success message that the button is clicked. And here there is another feature called radio buttons, where it has lot of choices which is written in array of Python, and it stores the choice in the variable called choice, and it shows that variable st.write. And here is another feature called checkbox, And here it is similar to button, but it looks quite different. It's like a checkbox. Here also the checkbox returns true. It's clicked, and the whole script from top to bottom is executed. And here the indication is written that the text box is clicked, because it goes into this if condition, because it returns true. And there is another feature called drop down. And here there is a select box in which in the drop down select box, here there are array of choices of fruit. If you click on any fruit, it's stored in this drop down variable, and it writes that drop down variable output. And here is the slider bus feature, in which it creates a slider. This value is start value, this value is ending value, and this value is default value. And where we have scrolled the slider to the value, that value is written in st.write. And the value of the slider is stored in this slider value variable. And this is another feature called text area. It's similar to text input, but the text box size is larger in it. Here is the text input variable, where it stores the text, where there is a text area widget which stores the message written here, and this is the input prompt. And this is the default message which is to be written in the text. And it's stored in text area input. And here it shows the message written below, and here it shows, and this is the important feature, and the important thing to point, st.code. In this thing we can type, in this text area we can type a code, and here it shows it in code format. Here it has a feature of copy pasting the code also, and it highlights the important terms of the particular programming language in st.code. It's specially meant for Python code. Sorry guys, I executed the wrong file. So this is the title so this is the largest text where it has showed the title of the app, basic simple Streamlit app, and this is slightly smaller than this title. This is the header, and this is the subheader, which is the smallest text, not the smallest smaller as this, but it's smaller than the header text, and it shows the title of each feature. This is a simple style text which is written in Markdown, and this is a text box feature where it has some input prompt of the text box, and there is a message written. Let me show you with sample. Like we write here. See, it showed the message here. And here is the button feature, in which whenever we click the button, it will return true, and it will go to if condition, and then it will show the success that the button is clicked. Let me show it to you. See, the button is clicked. It showed that. And this is radio button, where we click each option. Like option C, it says created option C. In option B, it has showed option B. And in option A, it has showed option A. Like here we click any option, it will keep showing the options. And this is a checkbox similar to button, but it looks like this. This is a checkbox. Let me click here. It similarly returned true, and it went into if condition, and then it printed the text checkbox is checked. And this is a drop down function, and this is a drop down feature, where whenever we select any fruit, it will print that fruit here. See. And this is a slider. See, this is the default value here, and it printed the default value here. Let me show you the value. Let me show you the. Let me slide it and keep changing the value. It went 100. It went 54. Like this, you can change values by sliding. And this is a text area where if you type any message or if you type any code, it will show that code here. Like we type you have to press Control Enter. See, it highlighted the important words of the code, and it showed the code here, Python code. We can copy paste it also. Let me show it to you. See, it copy pasted it. Let me show you here. See, it copy pasted it. So this slide was about describing the simple Streamlit app. Now we'll come into the advanced features of Streamlit. Where is it? So there is first advanced feature of Streamlit called HTML integration. It is for front-enders. Here we are. This is the basic. This is an important line of the HTML integration, in which whenever we are writing any HTML code, it renders that HTML code and it shows it. And this is for the front-enders who only know HTML and know little bit of Python. Let me show that HTML code. So this is Streamlit imported as ST, and this is Streamlit.components.v1, which is imported as components. And this is the variable where basic HTML code is stored. And here is the main line which renders that HTML code. Let me show it to you. See, it rendered the basic HTML code here. Now this was about front-enders. The next feature would be also about front-enders, but the front-enders who know JS. See, this is a feature where the JS is injected. It is as similar as HTML feature, but here we are using the same HTML code, but I predefined the bit of HTML code with strip tags. But here you have to type JS on your own. Let me see. This is a simple app which finds the screen width of the browser. We are importing a Streamlit as ST, and here there is a header in which there is